But some have argued that because we've heard, I mean, we in other parts of the country, we've heard that Cajetan, are you there? All right, Cajetan, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, the narrative has been that Governor Uzodinma is not popular, that a lot of people in Imo State do not like him. They want him out. He's called the Supreme Court governor. That is highly unpopular, and there was a groundswell of opposition. People were just waiting for election day to come to vote him out over the killings in Imo State, over the invitation of military to Imo State that led to death of sacking of communities, and all that. They blame him for the killings in Imo State. So it's a surprise to some people outside Imo State that he was able to get these number of votes to even win the election. We thought it was the end of Uzodinma. This election was the end of Uzodinma, based on the perceived opposition and the hatred for him people had in Imo State.
Okay, if you listen to what I said in my introductory remark, I said the governor won the 2019 election. He won the 2019 election. Some of his votes was were excluded from the main result announced by INEC, and that led to our legal pursuit, which was finally ratified in our favor by the Supreme Court in a very unprecedented and popular judicial interpretation. And I want to say that clearly that Governor Uzodinma won the 2019 election. And what happened on Saturday, November 11th, is beyond election. It was beyond election. What happened was a reaffirmation of that mandate of 2019. The people came out now in mass to vote in a very clear, unmitigated, undiluted pattern that will show that, yes, this man is the most popular politician in the state. And as I speak to you today, it is no longer in doubt as to who the people voted or who the people wanted in 2019. So the 2023 election is just a verdict of the people. The people came out in mass, 27 over 27.
All right.
My brother, including the local government of his opponents. The man won in Ikeduru local government. The man won in Ihimembano local government. The two most popular candidates of Labour Party and PDP, the Governor Uzodinma won. And I am talking about in Ikeduru, the PDP candidate from Ikeduru was a former local government chairman, was a former House of Assembly member, was a former senator, and of course a national secretary of the party PDP. So he is not a small person in his local government. Even in his ward, we won him. Even in his local government, we won him. So my brother, the people made a decision. The people made a statement. The statement of the people is that Governor Uzodinma is today the most popular statesman in the state.
Okay. Cajetan, stay with me. I have Ikena Onoa, who is the media aide to the PDP governorship candidate, Sam Ayao. Ikena, what's your reaction to this election victory? We've heard from Cajetan, your brother from the other party, who said Uzodinma is quite... Cajetan, Ikena, we need to see your face, please. Thank you. So he said that the APC candidate governor is quite popular, contrary to what people around the country think, that he's very popular, and that he's made some promises, for instance, that the next governor will come from Uweri zone. He's also made some promises, for instance, that he signed a charter with the Imo people and all that, and his infrastructure development, and all that Imo people are happy with him. What's your response to the results announced by INEC? Ikena.
Thank you, Mr. Kofi Bat. Privilege to be with you this morning. I think in Imo State, the level of deceit and misinformation is on the high increase. And all these things are being championed by the All Progressive Congress. Every Imolite, every Nigerian saw that what happened on Saturday, 2-3 days ago in Imo State was a charade. It was a height of executive rascality, a height of executive recklessness, a situation where virtually all the polling units in Imo State were hijacked and overtaken by thugs suspected to be loyal to the All Progressive Congress is quite unfortunate. Politics in Imo State has become a war thing. It is now a very seriously, it's now a war zone. And we cannot continue to experience this type of executive madness in our state. The man there who is claiming that APC won overwhelmingly cannot even access his village. You can ask him. He can't access his village. Because of what? Because the level of outcry over killings occasioned by insecurity in Imo State is really, really appalling. If as this man who is telling you this thing, if he actually cast vote, he could not even access his village, but he's here telling you that APC won. Which polling unit did he vote for? Let me challenge him to produce his vote. He says his polling unit a result. And let us know when he voted. Yeah. Because insecurity has really taken over the whole state. This election, before the election, there was an alarm raised by the PDP governorship running mate that this election, the result had already been written and kept for them to smuggle it in. Unfortunately, the information that was given to INEC refused to act on it. And these people succeeded in smuggling such ridiculous, mischievous, and incoherent results. In fact, this thing they have really meted on the state will be reviewed at the appropriate time.
Cajetan,
thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Cajetan. Do you? What's your reaction to what Mazi Ikena said?
Well, Ikena has no submission, my brother, because what he just did was just a bundle of contradictions. He contradicted himself. He said that talks hijacked electoral materials. On the other hand, he said that result has been written and was smuggled in. On the other hand, he said that insecurity, there is no access for people to go to their villages. But he went home, he voted. He didn't tell you he didn't vote. I was expecting him to tell you that he didn't vote. I was expecting him to tell you that the governorship candidate of PDP didn't vote. I was expecting him to tell you that the governorship running mate of PDP didn't vote because of insecurity. I was waiting for him to tell you that he became didn't vote because of insecurity. But he voted. And there was no insecurity when he voted. But now there is insecurity because it's not election. It's unfortunate that people are lying when their children are there. I can see his children, and they are listening.
Cajetan, no.
Let me come.
Cajetan, please, don't bring the children, don't bring family in, please.
Okay. I will draw that angle. But let me tell you, this thing we are doing, my brother, is beyond politics. It's who we are. When you are trying to discredit a process by fermenting a lot of inconsistencies, to portray your argument. It doesn't make any sense. But let me tell you, they campaigned the third 27 local government. PDP 27 local government. Labour Party claimed to have 27 local government, and we kept asking them during the election, yes, and before the election, and I asked them, this argument you are making with insecurity, if it is as you have claimed, if it were as you have claimed, who did you meet in the 27 local government? They told every political party told 27 local government, and my brother, there was no threat to anybody's life.
Okay. Considering the fact that there is a lot of outcry in Imo State, occasioned by insecurity, intimidation, harassment, and all sorts of abuse of human rights, are suspected to have been carried out by the APC in the state. There is no way the party will ever win any election in Imo State. And there is another thing that is very funny, quite laughable. A situation whereby APC in the state has continued to recycle 27 over 27. During the last House of Assembly election, they claimed to have won 27 over 27. This time around, they also claim to have won 27 over 27. That's to show you that the result for which they have been using to declare themselves winner. It's already written and kept somewhere.
So
anytime
how did Governor Hope Uzodinma get this result? If you're contesting,
there was no election for Hope Uzodinma. What Hope got is a written result that never be uploaded in the INEC in the Beavers in the INEC IREF. He is only handling just a document that has not been uploaded. So go to check INEC and you see that all the results that are already there, that are recorded, that are legitimate, are the ones that have been uploaded, and all of them belong to PDP and Labour Party. But that of APC, these are just documents on hard copy, not even uploaded. He can let him challenge me for what I have just said. There is no result that has been uploaded that belongs to APC. Everything they are holding is just hard copy document that they just result. They just went to one hotel and one traditional ruler's palace, sat down there and wrote the result and brought it out and started brandishing it.